so we're going to be doing a new word spelling formula. So I'm going to write some words on the board. S, N, I, F, F, P, I, L, L, P, A, S, S. So looking at these words, how would I code these words?
So the first word, you cross out the last F and give a breathe to the I.
Right. So I'm going to be crossing out my silent consonant, so crossing out my second silent F, and I'm going to give my short vowel a breathe. So what's our word?
Sniff.
Good. All right, what about this one? How would we code this one?
You cross out the last L and give the I a breathe.
Perfect. So I'm going to be giving my short vowel a breathe, and then I'm going to be crossing out one L as it is silent. What's our word?
Pill.
Good. And then what about this last one? How would I code this last one?
You cross out the last S and give the A a breathe.
Right, so one S is silent, I can cross it out, and then my short vowel, short A, can get a breathe. What's our word?
Pass.
Very good. So these are examples of our spelling rule or formula. So when do we double letters like this?
If an F, L, or S is at the end.
Right, so it's talking about final position, and more specifically, so in one syllable base words, immediately following a short vowel, final is spelled FF, final O is spelled LL, and final S is spelled SS. So there are many, many, many one-syllable base words in English like this. Is there any reason why we double any of these letters?
I don't remember.
That's okay. So for some of these, no, but if we look down here, we have a good reason for doubling our S. So in the final position in an English base word, when S is immediately after a voiced vowel,
Actually,
S is always voiced.
Because if there wasn't a second S, it would sound like pace.
Right. So without this S, it would be voiced, so it would sound more like Z. So without this other S, it would sound like Paz. So when we make final SS, that is when it gives us the S sound. So that is when our word becomes pass. So that is a good reason for this formula. So in our example, I'm going to be saying the entire word. What are some things that we need to look out for to see if this formula is needed?
See if there's an S, L, or S at the end of the word.
Right, so when I say the word, first thing is we need to listen to see if we hear S at the end of a word, if it's immediately following a short vowel. What's another thing that we need to look for in the type of word that we're spelling?
If there's a syllable.
Right, so if it's one syllable specifically. So if it's one syllable word and we have a or S immediately after a short vowel, that is when we're going to be using this formula. So does this formula work for any sound? No.
Because if it was for A, it'd be like A.
Right. If it were for other letters, it just wouldn't work as well. So it's only working for our letters F, L, S in the final position. So now let's go over our SOS procedures. So remember, in our spelling, when I say our word, first step is you will look and listen. Then in your mirror, you're going to echo and unblend our word. Then in your mirror, you're going to spell your word out. Then on your paper today, you will name and write your letters. And finally, we will code and read to double check. All right, so let's try our first word, hill. What is the final sound? O. And how is final O spelled?
L.
Right. So how do we know?
Because it's a syllable and I hear O.
Right, so it's a one-syllable base word, and we hear O at the end immediately after a short vowel. Very good. So doing our first one here, this will be our example word, so we'll do it together. So first, I'll have my board match your paper. H, I, and they leave that final spot blank. So let's try for our first word. So I'm going to be saying our word, and you're going to look and listen, echo and unblend in our mirror. So let's do this first one together. Ready? Hill. Hill. I-O. H-I-L-L.
Then I have to write it on the paper.
H-I-L-L. Second consonant silent, cross it out. Short vowel gets a breathe. What's our word?
Hill.
Good. So those are going to be all of our steps that we'll follow. So you're going to do it on your own just like that. So I'll still say the word. You're going to look and listen. You'll echo and unblend in your mirror. You will spell out loud in your mirror. Then you'll go to your paper, name your letters and write. Then you will code and read your word, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. So number 2, sniff.
Sniff. N-I-F-F. So S-N-I. I had trouble writing the F. The F is tricky. Sniff. And now I have to cross them out and give this one a breathe.
All right, next one, ready? So you're going to follow your same procedures and make sure at the end we code and read, okay? Ready? Dis.
D-I-S-S. So, I'm starting to write the word. D-I-S-S. I cross the second S out and give the I a breathe. Okay. Is.
All right, and then last example we'll do, ready? Spill.
S-I-O. S-P-I-L-L. So, S-P-I-L-L. Cross the second L out and give the I a breathe. L.
Very good. Alrighty. So looking at this, just to close it out, so reviewing our concept card. So we have just learned that in one-syllable base words, immediately after a short vowel, final f is spelled FF, final l is spelled LL, and final s is spelled SS. Very good job.